laughing your ass off at my team.
There's also...
Shut up! He's a lock. He's in your team, he's a lock.
Yeah.
He's a lock. What?
You don't even have the box. Did you not learn your lesson last year? You also got Fife saying that he's going to become a full-time midfielder. Nice hair, by the way. And
I think it's weird.
3 games. Now, we said that last year. You know why? He's a year younger. He's a year older. He broke down last year.
After how many games this year?
They're always huge.
They're always huge. Have you seen him though?
Say it like that. You got Reed at F2. My Reed is at F5. There's a stark difference in our forward line. A huge difference in our forward line. My forward line will smash your forward line spacing.
So you're...
Welcome back to SuperCoach Masters. I'm George. I'm with Matt Zeeves. Matty?
How you going, everybody? I'm Matt Z with you. Good to see you, champ. Good to see you, champ. I'm wanting you to buy a shaver. Razor.
Drop the shaver. Okay, alright, so I drop you. Now, today we're going to be talking about all the intra-club matches. A lot of good SuperCoach relevant news there that watered the...
Who liked you the most?
Mouth. Which game, champ? Which game?
I want to talk about today's game. I was watching today's game.
We are going to talk about today's game, but we're also going to go through the intra-club matches because there's a lot of...
Tell me all about it, champ.
Tell you all about it. Now, before we do, I got some SuperCoach Master Kick Sunts to mention, Matt Zeeves. We got Dave Turn It Up, who's really pushing for a top 4 posse.
Turn it up, Dave.
Turn it up. Now, Dave's son's got us...
Caleb.
He's Caleb.
Yes. I say it right.
I say... Apparently we're both guilty of this, but you said it right last time. So you usually calling every Caleb...
Read the fucking shout, George.
It's not going to make sense. Say you stupid dingus.
We're talking about Caleb Windsor.
We call him Klebs. We call him Kleb.
Caleb Daniel, Caleb Daniel.
Kleb Daniel. Anyway, Dave says he bought 5 coffees. So on behalf of Caleb Sarong, Kleb Daniel, Kleb Poulter, Kleb Marchback, Kleb Windsor.
You actually said Caleb Sarong at the start, you stupid moron. Dave, look at him.
Kleb...
Caleb, you moron!
Caleb Mitchell.
You're still saying Caleb.
And my own boy, Caleb.
Caleb, it's
Here's
on the
5 milk beers for Maddie to go nuts with for finally pronouncing the Farken name correctly. Don't get bitter, Geordie. Get better. Keep up the great potty.
Get better.
All the best and turn it up!
You literally said Caleb.
I'm trying to get better.
You can't.
I can't help that I'm illiterate. So,
thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Davo. That puts you in the 6th position. So you're really getting up there,
Turn
Davo.
it up, Dave.
Now, Lukey D, welcome to the potty,
The
Lukey
Dolans.
Donlan. Or Don Lown. He says, Geordie's cool, Matt's a perler.
A perler.
Now, Matty, you must go to sleep at night stroking your doodle.
Because Luke cool. Thanks, Doolin. You're a champ.
Also, I'm happy to be cool, so no animosity there, Luke. Alright, guys, if you want to share us a coffee, please do.
Champ, I just got a message from James Chatterton. He's like, I know you guys hate key forwards, but I'm starting Jesse Hogan as F2 simply because they play a depleted North Melbourne backline where he's going to be up against Toadie Pink and the second game against West Coast. Champ, what are his thoughts? You just Facebook.
Those are his thoughts.
What are our thoughts about that, Champ?
Now, I understand the reasoning, but if I can see a world where Jesse Hogan gets a 70 against West Coast. So,
but about Pink? What about Pink?
Okay, he could smash.
I think
Pink.
I even said
he very well could smash.
When we were talking about getting Cadman in as a rookie in the team reviews, I was like, oh no, he's not going to get a game. Jesse Hogan's going to kick 9 goals. I think that's where he got it from.
Probably.
But he could. He'd be potentially James. He potentially probably.
Well, what's the plan? Maybe he gets 120. He gets 130. Then what? It's his buy's coming up soon.
Trade him out. He gets a. I
don't know if that's worth one trade. Personally, James, I love the idea. If he gets 190 and 170, you are laughing.
James, I'm going to go with you and say yes because that could be the difference between you being top 50.
Give me the quote, the business quote.
Champ, I'll tell you this. All right. I'll tell you this. You don't get successful by doing what everyone else does. You be successful by doing what everyone else isn't doing. And getting Jesse Hogan, Jamie, I'm all for it. Get that Jesse Hogan.
That being said, Hogan is not in Matt's team now. We are dropping the league code sometime in this video. If you're asking, oh, what was the league code? You're not watching the whole video. You're not getting it.
I probably won't watch it and ask for the league code next video, champ. But anyway, just write it down on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'll write it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Now, 3,000 followers on Facebook. Congratulations to us. Thank you to all you guys for jumping on. We're trying to get to 2K.
Where's that cake?
Champ, I think you've had enough cake.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, now you've 2K. We're trying to get to YouTube subscribers. 2K. If you're not friends, family, your dog, your sisters, you made a YouTube profile, follow, jump on board. Because there will be cake at our 2,000 YouTube subscribers. I promise there'll be cake for 2,000.
It better not be some stupid vegan crap cake that you made me have for your birthday last year. Why are you laughing? He's laughing because it's
I'm laughing because it's funny.
We actually had it. We sat around the table and we got a stupid vegan.
Did you try it?
Of course I'm going to eat it.
How was it?
It was very dry.
How was it?
Tasty and dry.
Alright, it's tasty. Alright.
Tasty and dry.
I'm not a vegan, by the way.
No, he's not. But why did we get the fucking stupid cake there anyway?
Because I can't have lactose. This is not a podcast about my health, Matty.
It's about the fucking cake. All right? It's about
Mate, one of your daughters doesn't have a lactose intolerance. That's the same as me. Have a heart.
Champ. Kick him in.
Okay, get the fuck off me now.
Oh, chitty little pudding. All right, anyway, next.
All right, now, Matty, let's get straight into it because I want to talk about these intra-club matches.
Oh, intra-club matches, that's okay. All right,
Jam, do you know what day it is?
Yeah, I do.
Let's talk about Fremantle's match sim because they had a great match sim which showed us a lot about their positioning. Who was it all in the pecking order? Let me start with this, Matty.
Tell me all about it, champ.
Jeremy Sharp was the number one wingman on either team, and I think he's almost getting to...
He's a lock.
He's almost getting to a position where you can almost play him on the field if you need to shuffle around some money. He's looking really, really good. Hayden Young...
straight in the guts, nothing else.
Straight in the guts. Brayshaw, Sarong, all these boys, Matt Zeebs.
I love it. It's great.
Now, if you didn't hear the news, Luke Ryan was interviewed. He said that he can no longer kick
how funny.
over 40 metres because he's coming back from the ankle injury. He should get better, but he is not doing that anymore. He's not doing his long, big kicks.
Big punts
and he
anymore.
actually is the number one SuperCoach scorer from long kicks.
Yeah,
and
I saw that post that you did. But now, champ, he was in your team. Is he not in your team anymore?
He's not in my team. I confirm there's at least 3 less Freo players in my team since last review.
Wow.
It is an ever-changing beast, my SuperCoach team. And
Sure
I think Luke Ryan needs to go. Brayshaw done his chances no harm. He was very clean. Sarong done his chances no harm. Hayden Young is firming, even more so, no time in the defence. A lot of irrelevant players like Jordan Clark and all that kind of stuff. But pretty happy with it. Now, Matty, Matt Five, he
only played a little bit.
He played the full game.
Did he? I thought he only played...
He played the full game in the midfield. And
I thought he came off and just rested.
No, I think he played a really good amount of minutes, Matty. Now, is he in your team? Is he someone you're still considering?
No, he's in my team.
He is?
I'm going to say Five is in. 280, full midfield. Champ, like you said, this time last year, we were thinking about Five. He was like 300 and something.
I wasn't thinking about him at all.
No, we weren't thinking about it, but we had to talk about him because, he was flying in the preseason.
Because people want to get him. Man,
people want to get him.
It's a lot more relevant conversation than last year.
His starting price, he was 313 last year, and you said, goddamn, no, you're in the full line.
Yes, absolutely.
Now he's about $30,000 cheaper, and he's playing full midfield champ. Is he, asking you now, because I'm saying, is he a contention in your team?
He's in contention. He's not in my team. What worries me is JR, the coach, he came out and said Fife will be managed throughout the year. Whether that means early sub-vest, if Fremantle's killing a team, which probably they'll never do. If they're killing a team, Fife's probably the first one coming off with that vest. And you think, oh yeah, Fife's killing it. He's on maybe 80 SuperCoach. He's going to get subbed off in the
well, lucky for Freo, they got Brisbane round 1, so I don't see them
They ain't killing it. But it's at Optus Stadium.
Oh, I don't think they're going to be killing champ. Brisbane are going to be...
I don't think they'll be killing
round 2, champ.
North
they
Melbourne.
have got... Oh, okay. Maybe he'll come off at round 2. Round 3, champ, he's got... Adelaide.
Crows at Optus. So, look, that's what concerns me with Fife. I think he could get the vest. He could get rested.
Okay.
So, I don't know, mate. What do you think about that?
I don't like it anymore, but...
You don't like it anymore? Now, let's go over to North Melbourne's match sim because I think everyone had a wet underpants about Wardlaw.
I think I think a lot of players, I think there's a lot of blue and white in everyone's SuperCoach team this year, champ.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Who was it? There was Wardlaw, there was Mackenzie, McKercher's, Sheezels. Champ, even Lorazza has made my way to his team here and there.
I said it to you straight away. And
Champ, I was laughing. I was making fun. I was making fun of LDU doing a shrug on Lorazzo. I'll put him Brazzo, but some stupid Italian name is what I said.
Yeah. You called him Brazzo.
But he kicked a few goals and was getting some CBAs. But LDU doesn't look like he's slowing down at all.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think we can take LDU in intra-club match against North Melbourne very seriously because he's playing against
so
many shit players. To be perfect, if you're going to get North Melbourne's best team and split it in half and put LDU in the good half, he's going to look good. So I'm not going to go too much into LDU. It's just good that he was fit and played the whole game.
And Sherry absolutely dominated that melee that's in my bench.
Oh, Finbar had no chance.
Yeah, no chance, whatever it is.
So, but more relevant, Zane Duursma did kick a couple of goals.
But was very quiet.
He was. He did snag a couple, but I wouldn't be looking to get him. He looks like he's purely a forward role.
She's all in the backline champ. Is that just the cover up because Zach Fisher hasn't unleashed yet?
Well, I think that I'm going to unleash Zach Fisher in the backline with Sheasel. However,
Champ, those teams must be trembling, unleashing Zach
Matty,
Fisher.
I didn't write that article.
Oh, no, you didn't. I'm just mentioning it.
So some other journalists thought they are. And
But you posted that article saying unleashed like you're
like, as in, like, how funny is this?
Yeah, okay, all right, that's funny.
F1, unleashed.
That's right.
F2, now we're playing this. But now, I think Shees will come out in the interview. There's a lot of it. If you go on our Facebook page, have a look. There's a lot of information there for you guys to soak up. Sheasel and said that he's going to probably start the year in defence. He knows defence, but he has been training a lot and learning the midfield. So that could change, which it doesn't really concern me if he plays midfield. I haven't heard him talk about forward line at all.
That's great. Because if he plays in the midfield, that's fine. That just means he's going to run back to the goal square to take those kickouts too. So training in the midfield is speed and endurance.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Now, Wardlaw is the more interesting one, Matty, because he's looking really good. The highlights look great. He looks so hungry. For me, there's two big concerns, and that's his injury concern. I think he got injured maybe twice last year in the few games he played, and time on ground, which he doesn't get a lot of. What are your thoughts on that?
It's Wardlaw, champ. It's great to see that he's a star and he's a lock and he was best on ground for the viewers that watched him and
Absolutely.
all this talk about him. He's the number one pick last year, wasn't he? Or no, number two next to Sheasel.
He was high up there. So.
High up there. He was a first round pick, whatever it was. But he showed some glimpses last year, but he's at an awkward price too. I don't know, champ. What do you think at that price?
Awkward price indeed. It's more of a, I can't justify picking him just yet. I can understand why some others are, but
he belts 200s in the first two games. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking
105 and 111.
I'm thinking I better have some underperforming premiums. I'm not going to wreck my structure to get him in, but if I got someone like, if my Matty Crouch is getting an 80 or a 70, I think I might maybe I have to consider it, but we've got to see bigger picture.
So by all means, you're not going to start him.
Not yet. If I see another preseason game where I like, but it's really, I don't need to see him score huge. I need him to get big minutes on ground.
Can you put McKercher, Aldiu and Wardlaw in the same midfield, as in SuperCoach?
Yes, because McKercher is actually a defender. And he played pure defence and he looked fantastic, should be in everyone's team.
I really hope, so I got to just go back to today's game that we saw. Melbourne versus Richmond. Gibcus does not look like he needs to be on the field.
No, he doesn't. So I think at bench best.
So I want round 6 to hurry up that quickly so McKercher can be a dual position and go in the back line to take care of that D6 because that Gibcus, let's hope Curtin or Zach Reed or Caulfield.
I think a lot of people are expecting Caulfield to play on the field and
I saw the best
70s.
22 and he was named in the back pocket. So
I don't think he is. I don't think he's best 22.
I don't think so either, but there was...
One journo. We probably know SuperCoach better and AFL better than them. But now, bigger Ewan, 123k forward, played in the ones. He played in defence. He looks as the preferred defence option so far. So I'm not going to pick him. I really like Pink, to be honest. I think Pink played better. So I'll be choosing Pink over Newen as their defence role. I know Newen, you can get him in the forward line, Matty. What do you think of that?
I think they're both players that are going to be in and out of the team that aren't going to make us much money.
Agreed. Now let's get straight into the St Kilda match sim, Matty, because this is pretty much it. Jack Steele,
my boy,
looks good. He looked good. Take it with a grain of salt. He's beating up on the twos, but he's looking good.
Beating their brains out all right.
Now, I'll tell you, a sneaky smoky for my team, if Sinclair is injured, is Wanganeen Malira, because if he's injured for a prolonged time, even a couple of games, Wanganeen Malira is going to own that D50, and he already showed that he can score pretty well.
I see Wanganeen Malira more as a fantasy type player.
Why is that?
Because he does 20 kicks, 2 handballs.
But those kicks are also good for SuperCoach. He
they
just
are.
needs to be, he's almost $500,000.
Yeah.
So he done pretty good last year. second or third year, something like that.
I don't want to fuck around with the backline champ.
I kind of want to fuck around a little.
I think we're fucking around.
I want to save some money.
I feel like we're fucking around.
Question marks about Sicily, right? Obviously, we'll get to Hawks match team in a bit, but there's question marks. That's because he's already at such a high price. His highest he's ever been, plus a blank goes down. And I'm not feeling 100% comfortable with Dacos's buy, Tom Stewart's ever injury suspension history. So I'm kind of looking
So you're looking at something.
Sinclair obviously is carved. So I'm looking, not in my team, never has been, but that's something to consider. Now, Liam Henry done well. We don't care too much about him. Phillip, who attended CBAs, but he also kicked 3 goals up forward.
Okay.
Wilkie done really good, but I don't think anyone's getting him except young Dockland.
Docky loves a Wilkie.
And that's all I really took out from that game, Matty. What did you think of that?
I was surprised not to hear much about Wilson because he is in.
I saw Wilson.
Wilson, let me just tell you.
Some journo's team. It was him as the sub. Not in the best 22.
Yeah, that's the same thing that I said.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Even with him, like he's in a lot of percent of teams, like a lot.
I think because this is getting to the point where rookies are starting to firm. I'm getting ahead of myself. I really want to talk about Josh Sins and all these people that done well, but I think for me, Wilson is going to be a sub.
That's what. Yeah, well, I don't even think he potentially could be there.
Jamie, it's not coming up because you're at Dark Wilson.
Champ Darce. It's Darce, not Dark. Darcy.
Yep.
Wilson! Champ, let's have a look. Just put him in my team for now, but let's just have a look to see because that's someone that I really wanted to look forward to, Champ. I don't know why your thing's not working, but it's... Anyway, he's in a lot of percent of teams.
He's in too many teams, and I don't think he should be. But let's get into the Adelaide's intra-club match because...
My boys.
Laird was out for a personal reason. People might think he's injured. He's not. He went to a wedding. Jordan Dawson just dominated the mids, which you would be pleased to know. If you take Adelaide's best 2 teams and split them in half, and that means the defenders are even less because you're using more defenders, he didn't spend any time in defence. So Dawson looked really good. Obviously, he's going to dominate. He's the best player there. Daniel Curtin, after the match sim, he kind of went out of my team because he was playing key position defender on Taylor Walker. So I really didn't like that, but then I saw how bad Gipkus sucked, so then I got him back in.
I think they all suck, Champ. I think what I'm telling you, the structure of the team that I showed you on my team reveal had 5 primos and a Zach Williams. Looking at Gipkus after today and looking at Curtin's role against Tex Walker, I think that could potentially be the way to go. I think
once the teams condense and you got your Mark Keens and your other, the Worrells and all these other idiots back there, I think maybe Curtin will be there to pick up maybe a third haul. So
people will question me, what am I thinking with 5 primos and a Williams? Well, you tell me what rookie, because Gipkus probably would have scored a 30 today. Curtin being a tall forward on a Tex Walker, the tall backman on a Tex Walker, I don't think in
the real season starts they're going to want to put him on a dangerous.
But that's what I was trying to tell you last week with Butts. It's not Butts because you only have Butts there, but Nick Murray's out, Dode's traded.
Yeah. Markeen.
Well, you're thinking Markeen, but they got Curtin on Tex Walker. Tex Walker's
maybe they just want to give him.
Tex Walker's their most dangerous forward.
But maybe they just want to give him a bit of exposure to playing on the better.
Well,
players.
If it's anything like these match sims, Champ.
Right, he was in the B team anyway.
The best.
Well, they did rotate.
The best structure there, I think, will be 4 premiums in a Williams and maybe another mid-pricer or 5 premiums in a Williams.
I think that could be the way to go. Maybe check Wangani and Malira in there. Now, Josh Rochelle rotated half forward into the midfield. He looked like he had more midfield time, but without Laird, you'd expect these Rochelles and Rankins to get more midfield time. Even if they do, Rankin was one of the best on ground, but I'm not expecting too much from Rankin and Rochelle. Their best position, I think, is probably in the forward line. They might progress like a Zach Butters type, starts forward and go into more into the mid, but I'm not really considering them or have considered anyone. What do you think about that, Massibs?
Champ, I hope no. Move on.
Well, Crouch did pretty good. I don't want to talk too much about Crouch because he's an absolute lock. And I don't want too many people to know, but Crouch done really good. We'll brush past that real quick. And there's a lot of...
Champ, Luke Nankervis, he did very well too.
He did.
Luke Nankervis, he could be the one that's going to... But I don't know, I know he did well.
We don't know what he scored.
We don't know what he scored and what his role is, but we just know that he impressed it for... He'll be in the best 22 apparently. All right, champ. Next one.
All right, so let's go over to Matty. It's a couple of ones. So we'll go to the Sydney match sim, Matty. So Will Green, he's 134 rucker pressed against experienced opponents. Don't think he's going to get a game. Patrick Snell, 117 defender forward, showed signs of his potential.
And should push for a debut.
And
Matty Roberts, was he standing out? Or
he was a standout, but it's going to be really hard to fit him in the team. I've looked at Sydney's list of analysed.
He'll be a sub at best too, but he's in my team at the moment.
Look, if he can break in, he can score pretty good. He can score pretty well, Matty Roberts. So he's one to keep an eye on. If he's in that Sydney Swans team,
tell me about Grundy, champ. Just tell me what they said about it.
All I need to tell you, Matty, is he played William Green. So he dominated. He's an absolute lock. We'll get into. Let's not. Okay, now Taylor Adams. Now that's a more interesting one. How do you like Taylor? What do you see Taylor Adams averaging? I know you're a big Pie supporter. You've watched Taylor Adams for a lot of years.
I hate him. 85.
Are you just one of those guys like, oh, I love him, his trade, I hate him?
I never liked Taylor. 85 at best.
85 at best. I think that's a bit stingy. I think he
does tackles and free kick highs and then gives away 50 metres because he's very. Matty, but like, the positive thing about him, he's very passionate. He's very intense. So,
but he's averaged hundreds before.
I don't know if he has he?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's
maybe in GWS.
High 90s, 100. No, not in GWS. In Collingwood.
Taylor Adams.
So Taylor Adams, he was pretty strong. He feels good. He said his body's in really good shape, which is probably the biggest concern.
He's priced at a 79 average, champ. Yes. Let's have a look what his AFL stats. What do you think his best year would be?
Maybe 2020, I think, is his best year for me.
All right, so...
You've gone 2022.
Okay, he's averaged 80 2022. You're saying 2020.
I'm just...
The COVID year where it didn't count.
109.6 average!
The COVID year where it didn't count.
It fucking counts. 109.6. Wow. Anyway, so Taylor Adams... Obviously, he's a bit old. Obviously, he's a bit injured. But new club, you'd love players going to new clubs, new roles. He obviously played forward line for Collingwood for a very long time. He's got his best mate, Grundy, there, who's probably going to be tapping it down to him. If he didn't have a double buy, I think it'd be a bit more of a certain... That price is a bit awkward when you can get a Fisher for 40k cheaper. All right. Do you like Fisher better than Adams?
Yes.
Okay, then shut up.
Maybe. He's averaged 96, 10 games. I don't know, champ. Like, again, we get to see him round one and to see where his role position is. What did they actually say about him? Taylor Adams said he feels good and had a strong pre-season. It's not what I want to hear. Like, tell me what you did. Like, he feels, I feel good too.
Yeah, but that's one of his biggest concerns is his body. So I don't give a fuck if he gets 17 handballs because I know he can get 17 handballs. I want to know if his body is good.
He's just trying to make the Collingwood people jealous. I feel good.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do, huh? He's just trying to make Collingwood people jealous.
He hates us. He hates us now. Idiot. Why did he leave?
Isaac Heaney, forward. You sound like a bitter ex.
I'm not
Isaac
bitter.
Heaney.
We won the flag! Go the Pies anyway.
He's still rotating. I wouldn't be considering Isaac Heaney at all, Matt Siege.
Yeah, he's still got some midfield time this year. It's every pre-season, Heaney in the mid.
Yeah, well, he's not. So anyway, let's get to Carlton because we haven't heard much about Carlton. We've got Lockie Cowan killing it in defence. We've got Harry Lemmy.
$123,000 forward. Solid, but we'll need more information.
We definitely will. These information is from Nerds for Life. Thanks, guys, for the notes. Check them out on Facebook.
Zach Williams should slot straight into the Blues Best 22 with immediate impact lock.
I think Williams is absolute. Like, at that price, you have to. Dave Turn It Up is not hot on Williams at all. He thinks he's going to be breaking down real soon.
He breaks down all the time, that Williams.
7 games. That's all I want. That's all I want. There's not much information coming from Carlton. You think they're keeping it really on the down low. But, Matty, I don't even need to read this because you know more about the Essendon intra-club match than I do. Because
I'm not even going to look. So, words on the street, shorts.
Tell me about everyone.
Everyone. Champ, if Draper was fit, Goldstein will still be number 1 ruck. That's how good Goldstein's
got. If Draper was fit, Goldstein will still be number 1 ruck. Okay. Yeah. So he just dominated.
He is doing really well. Parrish is the first and last to leave training, and he's running. He's fit. He's doing the extra laps. He could be a massive point of difference in SuperCoach.
I actually had him in my team for a little bit because I just couldn't afford Brayshaw at one stage, so I had him in my team.
Parrish doesn't have any...
604k, I believe.
He is ready, and people are going to hate me, all the Bombers fans, to let everyone 3%. Know He's in 3% of teams, but Parrish is looking tough. He's fast. He's quick. He's just in a better mindset. You know.
Are we concerned about his injury history?
No.
Have you considered him for your team?
I considered hearing about him being great, and
you considered hearing.
No, I haven't considered him as of yet. But
why? He's got to be injury history then. If it's not about his scoring potential.
I don't know who I want to get rid of. Like I don't really want to get rid of Brayshaw for him, but maybe I should. I just like him now more than ever. Maybe I will, champ, because I prefer him over Merritt. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Yeah. Merritt. The reason why is Nick Martin is now all the way across the break covering that midfield halfback line, where Merritt is not going to be a defensive midfielder. He'll be an attacking midfielder. Stringers was playing in the twos. It's going to be hard for him to break into the team.
I think they mix and match a lot.
Because Gresham, because they got 4 new recruits. Don't forget.
Stringers in.
They've got 5. They're not. I'm telling you, he's not. He didn't even get it. Listen.
All right, I'm listening.
So you've got Zach Reid is a lock. So anyone that's got Caulfield over Zach Reid will at least get games consistently. Him and Ben
best 30s we'll ever get.
Best 30s consistent. You are going to make 80,000 in 5 weeks with this guy. So he'll be 200,000 by the buy. By his buy.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, get those rookies sometimes who just stay at 180k.
Oh, Jab Chesses. Those Chesses last year's. Who was that lot from Chinchottas?
Chinchots.
All those boys from last year. Who else just dominated? Gresham played really well. He's going to do a wing. Dursman's fitting right in. So this is what I mean. So the Dursman, the Goldsteins, Zach Reeds, who's pretty much a new recruit, didn't play last year. So Gresham's, Goldstein. Who else is there, champ, that they got in?
They got, they brought in.
Brought in. Gresham, Goldstein, Dursma. They're the main 3. They're bringing in...
Mackay.
And Mackay. So you've already got 4 players that are going to make immediate impact who are in the best 22. 4 players are out. And not
Draper.
5 players are out
Thatcher.
because Zach Reid is coming straight in.
Yeah,
for Zerk Thatcher, yeah. That's pretty much a straight swap, but...
Massimo.
But no, that Nick Martin, he's going to be some super coach potential, even more fantasy, I reckon. He's going to do a lot of kicks. But yeah, then you got Ridley, Mason, Redmond and McGrath and Nick Martin running the flanks and back pockets in the back line. The forward line, it's just, you just don't know. Harrison Jones and Peter Wright.
I think Harrison Jones has done an injury recently, so he's not going to be doing too much. Gresham should be...
Well, Caddy won't get early games. They're going to protect him. So he's not going to get those consecutive games, week after week after week. They really want to protect him and develop him. Setterfield is going to be that big-bodied tagger now.
I'm just really worried about Essendon CBAs because they have Durham getting CBAs. They have Tatsis getting CBAs.
Tatsis is not getting CBAs. Setterfield will get CBAs. Setterfield, Merritt. Setterfield, Merritt and Parrish are the ones that are going to get CBAs. Dylan Shield, he has not played, 10 games? He was in the Bs as well.
He'll be if he's in their best team, Dylan Shield.
Champ, I don't know. I think the young boys are jumping ahead of him. Dylan Shield is now not out of favour, just good depth. Like he's like a Lipinski to Collingwood. You're not going to pick him. You're not going to pick him first.
Maybe
you're not going to pick him first in the midfield.
I'm paying him enough to play him.
No offense to Lipinski, but what did Dylan Shields do last year to compare? He played 12 rounds. He's missed.
He was injured.
He was shit.
Now I think we've talked enough about the Bombers for ages. Yeah, unless you got any other talking points.
No, there's no other talking points.
Port Adelaide. Winesy was inside midfield, injury-free, looking good. Matty Connor Rose was not with the main group. Josh Sin played at half-back for the ones. He looked really, really good. I've heard so much about Josh Sin. Zach Butters was the best on ground, if there's any doubt about that. But, take premiums roles in these intra-club matches with a grain of salt. Jordan Sweet was number 1 ruckman because Marriage, what's his name? Is it Marriage? Well,
I don't know.
That other...
You're telling the story, champ.
Yeah, Soldo, sorry. Soldo. Marriage. Soldo is the best ruckman. Burgoyne ran on the defence for the ones, and Cleary was another one with a bit of wing time. Matty, is your team looking like any Port Adelaide players might want to find their way into it?
Just tinkering because, I'm just sick of those stupid defence rookies. So I'm just trying to see what we can get that's going to get games.
Okay, well, we'll skip.
Jeff, did they say anything about Mossimo? We haven't even got to Hawthorn yet.
We haven't even got to Hawthorn yet, Matty. So let's speak about Hawthorn now because this is fresh in my head.
Yes.
Blank's injured.
Oh, yeah.
All year out.
CJ injured.
Yep, CJ's injured. So
CJ did a hammy. Glandular fever for Dylan Moore.
Yeah.
And ACL for Blank.
It opens up some spots.
Chad Wingard's still not there.
Ethan Phillips, I think the new 102k defender that Hawthorn recently acquired through the SPP or SSP, whatever the fuck it is. He might be a really good pick just to fill in that role. We don't know his scoring potential, but they call him, he's 24 years old. He's called the Intercept King. And they just signed him for the Blank injury. You think that Amon is going to push up onto the wing to take that CJ role while he's been injured, and then they're going to go with a more traditional kind of Hawthorn setup in the back line.
Interesting.
So that's my thoughts. Newcomb absolutely demolished it.
I'm sure he did.
I'm thinking he's due for about
Champ, didn't Weedle smash it too?
He did. 5 to 15 points better. I think Newcomb's due for Weedle, as you like to call him, is Weddle. He's looking really good as well. So
that's great.
There's a lot of things to consider with Hawthorn, and Dylan Moore is not one of them. Matty, did you consider any Hawthorn players? Did Sicily go down in your books at all?
He's still on my team.
But did you consider taking him up because of that?
No, he's captain.
Did you see his Supercoach scores with and without Blank?
No, I did, but I didn't care.
You didn't care?
Nope.
Okay. That's it. That's it for that. I think there's not too much to take out of it. Sicily, I didn't really take him out of my team, but I'm strongly considering it.
Yeah.
But hey,
but it's an influence. Like, it's Sicily, champ. It's Sicily. There's not much good in the back line anymore. They're all ducking like flies. Sinclair got injured. Sicily's, he's not injured, but everyone else around him is, and that means what? He's going to be the number 2 defender, like a key defender.
Maybe.
Even so, he'll still get all the kickouts, so it doesn't really worry me.
Well, the acquisition of this new Ethan Phillips, if he's getting games, that will help because they obviously got Frost back down there. That's going to help out. But we've got a lot of teams to get through, and I really want to get to the good stuff of Richmond and Melbourne at the end of the... Let's just talk about Gold Coast. Took Miller, looking great.
We are going to release the SuperCoach League number today, guys, just so you know. Go, George. Let's do quick.
Flanders, good.
Yes.
Rao. Anyway, they're all looking good. So Rao's been working on his pace over the summertime, so he's actually...
Because he's fat. Sorry.
Because he's fat. And Connor Budrick, obviously there's a lot about him being the Jaden Short of Gold Coast. I really don't know about him.
That could be my answer.
And... Look, that's just not much to take out. This consolidates. Obviously, Dimmer talked about Flanders being the absolute best superstar player in the competition that you need to get in your Supercoach team. I think he was already pretty highly on everyone's radar before that was said. So I think, why are you putting Budrick in your team?
I just want to see what it looks like.
It looks like a piece of shit. Take him out. Right. No offense if you got Budrick.
But he's flourishing under Hardwick.
Geelong.
You just said he's going to be the Jaden Short of a Gold Coast champ.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Geelong. Patrick Dangerfield looks fit and firing in the midfield. Dodo. Maxie Holmes has been using the mids and the CBAs. Tom Stewart was primarily used off the halfback, but he did get some midfield time. But he has come out in an interview saying it's been taken out of context. He will be playing 95%.
Tell me there's something about Guthrie.
Champ, Guthrie was in America. So he was in the States.
What's he doing in the States though? Tell me what he was doing.
He's just talking to NFL quarterbacks or some stupid shit.
No, he wasn't. Tell him what he was really doing.
What was he doing, champ?
He was training. He's training with
NFL. Why would you be training with NFL quarterbacks on football?
Because they're speedy and fast.
He's enjoying his early retirement. Connor O'Sullivan looking good. Manna looking good. Bowers was getting heaps of footy playing at halfback and wing. Manna, I'm starting to think he's pretty good for a bench spot. I don't know how much full games Manna's going to be playing, Matty.
Definitely, I agree with you. But just so you know, champ, so Guthrie has spent some time in the States in the off-season, spent some time training with the NFL quarterbacks, and you'll think for someone who had been away for some time, have his first session back, but he was pretty much the best on track. Geordie!
I'm the one who
Guthrie
wrote that.
has averaged 103 in 2020. 113 2021 and 99 2022 leading into these horrors last season. Guthrie has a 10-game stretch where he averaged over 110 points and went 123 times. So Chad, don't just say he's early retirement. He's in the States.
I just don't want my Supercoach community to pick shit players. So that's why I don't want to go over it too much.
Champ, you actually posted this.
I posted because I want to give everyone the knowledge to make an informed decision about picking him.
And how informed can you get? Guthrie's a lock. Dean Fields with me.
Dean Fields is probably not with you anymore. There's a lot of mid-five players. All right. I'm done talking about all the intra-club matches. I know we'll probably miss a couple, but I don't care. I want to talk about Melbourne. I want to talk about Richmond, and I want to talk about the actual game where they played against each other. Now, Matt Teeves, I think it's fair to say that the last 3 quarters, the last 7 periods, either for the Rezzies, the people that are not going to get a game, or the Primos that are going to be just getting a bit of match fitness.
So Salem and Oliver played in the last...
Bit of match fitness.
A bit of match fitness and
then Dusty, bit of
confidence.
match fitness.
Just confidence.
Confidence, match vision, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it is confidence, but I'm going to just go through the goals first. So, of the first 4 quarters, Petrarca, 2 goals. Pickett, 2 goals. Really impressed me, this guy. Kanan Brown, he's in my team, not in yours.
Kanan Brown is Nathan Brown's son, Richmond. I don't know how he did not get...
102k, Kanan Brown, 102k, mid-forward from Melbourne. Very impressive. Kicked 2 goals and done some nice things. Fritsch, 2 goals.
Just so you know, it's Nathan Brown from Richmond's son.
Yep.
Nathan Brown.
Okay.
I don't know, how did he not get into Richmond? Anyway, he was very good. I agree, Jules. He was very good.
He was very good. Van Roonen, Chandler, Gorn snagged a beauty. Lever came in with one. Shaki and Varel. For Richmond, Bolton kicked 4 really classy goals. Balta got 3. Cozzy got 2. Steely Green looked really good.
Yeah, I heard his name all the time.
Sonzi kicked 2. Short snagged 1. And Campbell, Lafau, Pickett, and Maurice
Shai Bolton's percentage went up to 8% after today's game.
Wow. There you go, Matty. It's just a bit reactive for me. But, you know... That being said, he was, my third?
He was amazing.
Forward in my forward rankings.
We've
got some CBAs. This is how they use, and I'm going to take this with a grain of salt because there was not many...
I need to come over, bring the phone over so I can see these sexy CBAs.
Thompson Dow had 24. Hopper had 24. Jack Ross, 23. Naismith, 19. Samson Ryan, 15. Jack Graham, 15. Shai Bolton, 13. And Kane McAfee, or Kalafu McAulfi.
All right, bro, take it easy.
Okay, bro. Melbourne had Viney, 27. Sparrow, 24. Too much. Alex Neil-Bullen, 23. Too much. Petrarca, 16. Max Gawn, 15. Didn't only play the half. Will Varel, 13, which is the back up for Gorney. Cozzy Pickett, 8. Shaki, 6. Billings, 2 only. And Bailey Laurie, 2 only.
Champ, does that make you want to get a dab with all those CBAs?
No, because obviously we had some injuries and some players that weren't playing, and that kind of made me not want to. So obviously there was no Dusty, there was no Taranto, and I think there was no Prestia. So there's a lot of people that are going to come in. I don't think Dow's going to have the most CBAs when the real stuff starts. So if that performance kind of made me back off Dow a little bit.
Understand.
Okay, so Steely Green done his chances, no harm of making it into my SuperCoach. He looked really
good. Did you like the Melbourne boys? I loved them.
Now,
I think Billings looks good. He needs to make your way.
His role was disgusting, but I liked him. I liked how he
I feel
played.
like because he kicks so good, he hits targets inside 50s.
He's got the worst role in the SuperCoach. That half forward line, he pushes up, and then he's not close enough to kick a goal, and he's not close enough to the midfield. It's that really shit role. That being said, though, every time Billings got the ball, he did look clean.
He did look very clean.
And Winslow. Now, here's an interesting one. He played what I thought was really, really good. However, he got 100% wing time, right? Now, there's obviously no Lockie Hunter there. That's Lockie Hunter's wing. So where's...
And Brayshaw. No, Brayshaw as well. He plays...
Yeah. But it's usually that's Langdon and Hunter's wing. And I think when them two are fit, I don't know where he's going to be playing.
I think he'll play on the bench until they need a rest. You know, like he'll get game time.
They went through a whole year where Langdon had 100% game time. You know?
They didn't.
Yeah, remember?
That's fucked. How can you have 100% game time on the wing?
He's just really fit. I remember that. I was looking at wow, he had like 100% game time. But so...
Only key forwards and backmen have that percentage of game time.
And so I'm not really sure. He did butcher it a bit, but I loved his run and I loved, his presenting to the footy. For me, it kind of scared me off picking him a little bit.
I like him.
And
he did get a bit sore. Maybe thought, oh, well, yep, we'll get him out of the team. But no, he came back on and still carried on. Champ, what do you think about that Laurie?
He looked good. He faded a bit towards the end. I don't know how they're going to fit all these superstars in the team when, there's Tom McDonald's going to be fit, Brayshaw's.
Tom McDonald fit, he's still not going to get a game.
Yes, he is in the defence. He's been playing defence.
Has he? Okay.
So, anyway... what did you think, Matty? Did you like Kanan Brown?
I was messaging Jamie because he's a Richmond fan. Just
Jamie.
about the our cousin, your brother. Just about how is that Nathan Brown's son in playing for Melbourne when Nathan Brown actually played 100 games for Richmond and it was.
They must have thought he was shitting, didn't they?
Yeah, well, he's a rookie, so it's 102,000. It's not like he's picked in the top 20. But look, I like him. Like you said, champ. Like if you can't get the number one picks or the first round picks in Winslow's and Laurie's in your team, where you're going to find this little Brown in what's his name?
Kane Brown.
Kane Brown to fit in your team.
I'll fit him in my team.
You'll fit him in your team because it suits you. Because it
just suits you.
It suits you.
It suits me. 102k. Mid forward. You put him anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it could be. Let's have a look if he's in any team, champ, or is he only in 1% of teams, which is.
I'm sure some smart people have already put him in your teams.
Brownie Giles.
5%.
5% have already got him in their team.
Who knows? It's probably going to be a lot more now.
Yeah, maybe.
He did look really good.
He did look great. I liked him. A couple of snags. I liked Laurie. I liked Wins' role. Billings. I think just for the fact that we have to convince ourselves these players are great because they're the only picks in the forward line that we're going to be getting.
Well, I think they've done no harm, really.
No.
But I think Steely Green's another really good one.
So the next preseason game, champ, is going to be Collingwood versus, I think, maybe Fremantle. Something like that. Are you looking forward to it, champ, next Wednesday?
I'm looking forward to all the preseason games. I've got to watch every single one.
Same.
Every single one.
Yeah, I'm just really...
Every single one.
Has anything changed a little bit different to your team?
In my team, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, what about structure-wise?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Have you got...
Everything's changed.
Have you got more... Are you going towards the 4 or 5 premiums in the back line?
Well, I only had 3 last time, so I'm going to 4 now.
You're going to 4 now?
But I'm not 100% happy with that. My team literally changes. Like, I could not open my team right now and tell you who's in it because it changes that much.
All the time.
Like, I only put my phone down when you came here to the potty, so...
I'm just struggling to find this last defender, George. Do I go back? Because, like, Sinclair's hurt. Is Sinclair
if you get to a stage where you're like, oh, which one should I don't even want any of them, I think that's your time to just say, okay, I need to put a shit rookie on there and get it somewhere else.
And get a Gibcus. But no, because, like, I've got... Champ,
Why don't you just put Curtin there? You don't even have Curtin.
I don't like Curtin. I don't like Curtin can fit there very easily, but I don't want him as my D6.
All right, guys. Now, if you've made it this far, we've got a handy dandy league code for you, Matty. Write it down.
Oh, I'm not even going to write it down, champ.
No, I'm not giving it to you.
No,
so it's 5, 2, 3, 8, 7, 7. 5, 2, 3, 8, 7, 7. Get on our SuperCoach League, guys. We're going to have the SuperCoach Championship ring there. We're going to have merch. We're going to have a bunch of stuff. So we'll see how that's going.
What a fucking lie. Dean, why are you saying Josh Gibcus impressed Dean in Richmond's practice match? He didn't. He didn't impress me. Did he impress you?
He didn't. Well, he's coming back from a long injury, so...
The key defender slotted back seamlessly. Okay. Starting the match on the ground and playing the first 3 quarters before being managed. Still only 20 years old. He did some nice follow-up work. It's not enough to put yours. He probably got a 35, maybe 40 at best. What do you think?
Yeah, but I think he can get better. I mean, I always think Gibbs can give you a 40, but he has given you an 80 and a 90.
Like, he'll be in the best 22, no doubt about it, but he's just going to be one of those guys.
I don't think you can start him. I don't want a 40 on my field, and I'm going to...
That's what I said at the start of it, and now I went, but I need 5 premiums with Zach Williams again. Who would be? The Curtin, you'll be... What if Curtin does the same shit? If we saw those SuperCoach points, he got 27... 27 points against Taylor Walker. Taylor Walker kicked 5 goals on him.
Then they're not going to use him as a key position defender anymore.
that's what we hope. But Chap, I think that D6 is becoming after Williams, guys.
It's Curtin. Just relax. Don't overstress it like Matty.
After Williams, who's your forward line? Who's your back line?
Curtin. With Gibcus and Reid on the bench.
What if people that are out there have got like Williams at like D4?
Well, they're not doing too good. No. But I think we're going to wait. Maybe Reid pumps out some 80s. Who knows?
Reid is going to be doing exactly what
I know, Matty. I'm hoping. I don't have all the answers.
The last hope is Curtin, but I don't think he's ready.
He could be.
Oh, I need to find something. I need to do.
I need to get more premiums that you don't even want in the defence. And you don't even have Dacos. All right, guys.
I think I might get Dacos.
I think you have no choice if you really don't like him, but...
Well, Sinclair, I would have got Sinclair if he didn't hurt his hammy. I don't even know if he's in the race for round 1. Champ, do you have any news on that?
Yeah, I think he will be pushing for round 1.
I don't want him to push. I want him to be eased and just...
Okay, he's easing into round 1.
Okay, fine.
All right, guys. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
watching.
everybody.
We're trying to get to
Champ,
2K
what was that
subscribers,
league?
so please subscribe. Shut up, Maddie. And no talk.
What was that league?
Shut up, Maddie.
What was the league code again? I didn't write it down.
I can't remember. All right, guys. I'll see you there. Jump in the league if you've watched the video, or if you're on the Kickstarter. Say that right? Yep. Good. Keep on.
Six Sunt.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. What a shit team.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, it is.